ayan, magpa-part part 2 ba ng palace? Anong palace ito?
Gyeongbokgung.
Gyeongbokgung. Yan, palace ng Seoul, di ba? Seoul, South Korea. So ito naman tayo nito. Umpisa na naman. So marami na ng tao at hinihintay namin yung magtutur sa amin. Yan. So pwede kang pumasok na doon kung ayaw mo nang hintayin yung magtutur para maaga kang makapunta doon kung ano nang papasyalan mo, kung anong titignan mo. Kabuuan nito ang palace is napakalawak. So iba-iba. Iba-iba yung yung papasukan mo. Papasukan nyo pala kung kayo ay pupunta rito. So ngayon dahil kami ang papasok.
Ayun, may nagtanong.
Ayan. Let's see. Oo.
Ayan.
Tanong mo kung may payong.
Okay, hold on. Tingnan mo ito, may lanso.
Ano?
Dito ba tayo pumasok? Saan ba tayo pumasok? O
Yung
parang-
doon.
Ilan ba to? Parang pangatlo na ata yan eh.
Alin?
Pangalawa tong pinasok natin na to eh.
O pangalawa.
Pangalawa.
So saan ang pangatlo?
Ayan, naputol nga ata, hindi nagkasya.
Oo.
Ay.
So yan pinaka-main.
Oo. Ano?
Ito yung pinaka-main nila. So hindi natin naanuan yung yung pag-change ng
Ng guard.
guard.
Yun eh. Isang alas 10 yun
Yan,
at saka isang alas 2.
Ito yung pag-change ng guard. Yung sana. Oh, yan. Okay. So yan, hintayin natin yung magtutur sa atin. Iba't ibang lahi ang nandito sa lugar na to. Yan, may mga naghihintay pero hindi natin alam kung anong oras darating.
Ayun, nakasulat to. Free guided tour. Di pa yun. Ayan o. Ayan, departure point. Ayan. So, mga nag-aantay dito.
So, ito, standby muna natin para paano natin yung kanyang, yan bagay na bagay sa kanya yung mga tapos na, palabas na yung iba, yan
Ito lalakad.
okay. Alin to
검사한데.
검사인데 5월달부터.
아 그래? 오, 나 한의원 갔어. 아. 그래가지고 선생님 그래서 나보고 수학과
dami pa rin talagang pumapasok. Talagang maghapon ata to. Aywan kung anong oras matatapos itong to. Ayan. Ito mga naka-costume na So yan mga pumapasok So iba-ibang lahi. Yan. So may trivia tayo. May trivia daw. Ang daw isang dito sa Korea, yung mga tao dito is hindi pinapawisan. Yun ang paniniwala. Yun ang kasabihan nila. Hindi raw sila pinapawisan. So sa madalit salita, hindi raw sila tulad ng sa atin gumagamit tayo ng iba, yung iba gumagamit ng deodorant, sila daw hindi daw kasi hindi sila pinapawisan at saka yung amoy daw nila hindi raw nangangamoy. Yan. pag yung pawis daw nila dito, aywan ko kung anong pawis na sinasabi nila. Ayan oh. Ayan, ito tinutukan natin kung ano. Ayan. Oh. So si Commander dahil hindi naman sa Korea. Ayan, pinawisan na. Ayan. Ayan, di ba? Ito dalawa to. Oh. Yung parating na dalawa. Oh. Oh. Mga naka-costume. So, sa labas daw ang kinukuha na nagpapaano ng costume. Kung gusto mong costume na ganyan. So, libre na rin entrance. Yan ang kasabihan. Ayan oh, may mga naka-costume oh. So, let's see. Ano natin ng ano to? Hello. Okay.
Luckily, it stopped raining. We are going to start the tour in front of the bank. Is it 3:30? Okay. Okay, you guys. Would you please come this way?
Sakto pala kasi ang English lab yung 3:30. Yan ang nila kasi English ano to.
Ayan, itutur na kami. Ayan, magtutur na daw dito. So mag-i-start dito. At buti na lang kasi yung nakuhang ano.
Nalate kami doon sa
una. At itong pangalawa is English.
Yung isa kanina, Korean.
Korean yung
Otherwise,
isa.
hindi
Hindi rin natin maintindihan. So dito. Ito raw sa
Welcome to Korean Palace. Welcome to Korea. My name is Sunny. I'm so glad to be able to meet you guys and to be able to guide you this beautiful palace. Is there anyone who can pronounce the name of this palace? Nobody? It's pretty hard to pronounce, isn't it? The name of this palace is Gyeongbokgung. Gyeongbokgung. Can you repeat after me? Gyeongbokgung. Good. Gung means palace. And Gyeongbok, it means shining happiness. So Gyeongbokgung, it means a palace of shining happiness. This palace was originally built over 600 years ago with the start of Joseon dynasty. Have you ever heard of Joseon? No? Let me tell you briefly about Joseon. Joseon was the last monarchy, last kingdom that existed on the Korean peninsula before Japanese occupation period. You know, Korea, we suffered from Japanese colonial rule in the early 20th century. And Joseon was the last monarchy before that. And this palace was built in the late 14th century. But unfortunately, this was destroyed a lot by historical tragedies. In the 16th century, would you please come closer? So I'm going to show you this map as well. And I prepared for some photos to show you. Okay, thank you. In the 16th century, Japan invaded the Joseon dynasty, and the war lasted for 7 years. In the meantime, every palace buildings were burned down. This palace had been left in ruins for 273 years. Right after the war, there is another palace called Gyeongbokgung, which was built as the secondary palace of Joseon dynasty. The Gyeongbokgung palace was rebuilt after the war, and that palace was used as the main palace. In the meantime, this had been left in ruins. But this palace was rebuilt magnificently in the 19th century. When it was rebuilt, Gyeongbokgung was like this. It was filled with lots of buildings. Approximately 500 buildings were filled in this palace. But soon after that, Korea was taken over to Japan, and we suffered from Japanese occupation period for 35 years. And in the meantime, most of palace buildings were removed. Actually, there was an exhibition held in this palace. So in the Japanese occupation period, this was not a palace anymore. Let me show you a photo. Yeah. Please look at this photo. This building was Japanese government building. And this building was here in this site. And let me show you another picture. This Japanese government building was here, and many of Paris buildings were removed. And still many Koreans remember this building because this building was still here until the year 1995, and it was used as a museum. But Korean government decided to tear down this building, as you see in this picture, to restore the palace as it was. So this is the current map of Gyeongbokgung Palace. Approximately 30% was restored, and the restoration project is still going on. So this is the current map of Gyeongbokgung Palace. So my tour in this palace will be divided by 3 chapters. The first chapter will be the official place for politics. That will include the king's main throne hall. This is a place for official ceremony, official events. And right behind this main throne hall, you will see King's daily working office. And then we are going to look at the beautiful pond and another pavilion. This is like a flower of this palace. Many visitors like to take pictures using the pavilion as a backdrop. That will be the first chapter of my tour. And the second chapter of my tour will include the residential area for royal family members. That will include the king's main bedroom chamber and queen's main bedroom chamber. And the last chapter of my tour is going to be this place. You see, there is another private pond and lovely pavilion. And behind this pavilion, you will see another private residential area. This is a very tragic sight for Koreans because the second last queen, Queen Myeongsang, was murdered here. So when we arrive at the final destination, if you guys are okay with it, I'm going to tell you the historical background behind the murder of the queen. So my tour will take about 1 hour. So I hope that my tour will be helpful for you guys to understand this Korean palace. Okay, now let's start the tour. Let's go this way. Would you please look at this gate? This is the second gate of this palace. So normally, the staff check your ticket at the second gate. And when you exit through this gate, you will encounter another one. That is the first gate and main gate of this palace. So we've met after passing 2 gates. And do you see that gate over there? That is the last gate toward the main throne hall compound. So we are going to go through the last gate and we'll get to the main throne hall compound. But before that, there is a stone bridge here. In every palace and every temple, there is a stone bridge like this. And water used to flow under the bridge. So the water and stone bridge means a symbolic border between king's area and common people's area. We are going to go across this stone bridge and let's get to the main throne hall compound.
Lalian nyo para ma...